The New York Sirens host the Ottawa Charge for the second time in less than 10 days. These two teams separated by just 2 points in the standings. Haley Osborne gets her first start in PWHL this season. Came in relief earlier against Minnesota. On the other side, Emmerich Mashmeyer is going to ride the hot streak. She's let up just 2 goals in her last 2 games, making 71 saves in that stretch. Puck is dropped. Let's play hockey. Intercepted quickly by that top line of New York. Carpenter couldn't enter the zone, so they send it back to Nyland Person. At the red line, back to Carpenter. Tosses it in, and it's gloved down by Ashton Bell. Ottawa scored 1 goal in the first period when these two teams met on the 29th of December. Added another in the second. New York didn't score until the third. It was a 2-goal win for Ottawa to snap a little bit of a skid. Charger up to 10 points and 4th out of the 6 teams in the standings. New York just 2 points ahead of them with 3 wins in regulation, 1 overtime win, 1 overtime loss, and 2 losses in regulation. This is Terralova who stood up. Rock couldn't get to it, and Ottawa takes it back. Terralova, one of the 3 players from Czechia on this Ottawa roster. Vanisova, another one, enters the zone. Right wing circle, tries to throw it in. Nice job by Osborne. Hammered in by Isbell. Ran into some traffic before it got to the first-time starter.
And Vanisova showed why she's such a dangerous player. She's so good moving a little bit to the outside of the dots and then cutting in hard to create a scoring opportunity.
Leads the team in scoring, 3 goals and 3 assists for 6 points for Teresa Vanisova. This is Chloe Arar coming off of a goal at Minnesota in that 5-0 win. It's high off the glass, and Ottawa breaks it out. This is Victoria Bach, newcomer, playing in her 2nd game in a Charge uniform after being traded from the Toronto Scepters on December 30th with Jocelyn Larocque. We'll talk about that plenty tonight. Big adjustment for those 2 players. They sent Savannah Harmon and Haley Skamura in the trade. That was deemed a blockbuster. 3 of the 4 players in the trade, Olympians.
Yeah, the huge names, incredible people as well. And 1+ for Ottawa, they've had about 7-8 days to kind of settle in their emotions and really get to know those young players.
Hobson, and Mashmeyer makes her first save. As you look at Greg Fargo and the New York bench. Gigi, what are some keys for New York tonight?
Coming off that 5-0 win against Minnesota, it'd be great to keep the momentum going, and having to start fast is going to be huge. And so Fillier and Carpenter are 2 people who have scored and contributed on the score sheet every game that they've won. And so doing that is going to be important, but then also solving match early. So having a hard start, getting to her, putting bodies in front of her to take away the eyes, but also going east to west and making her move laterally.
New York wins the ozone faceoff as Mashmeyer just made her first save a moment ago. Former Harvard Crimson goalie has been awesome to start the PWHL season, leading the league in save percentage, just south of .940. Hammered in by Bourbonnais, another save by Mashmeyer, couldn't glove it. She sends it behind goal to Rebecca Leslie. You mentioned that key of New York trying to get to a hot start. They've been outscored 7-3 in first periods. Fell behind 3-0 to Minnesota 3 games ago when they faced the Frost here at the Rock. They were able to claw back and tie it up 3-3. Eventually lost in a shootout.
And they have the skill and the firepower to kind of like hang in games because they can explode and get a couple goals quickly.
Right.
However, you want as a player to just set the tone early and score early and often.
Been a pretty even game so far. New York with the only shots to this point, and Mashmeyer covers up.
Communication is going to be really important. So supporting the puck all over the ice, breaking the puck out, having nice tight support, and then especially in the offensive zone when you're working in the corners to have that reliever to be open for a quick shot on net.
We mentioned how Jinsey Rose is not playing tonight. Neither is another key defender in Rania Savalainen. They're also without Katerina Mrazova, so 3 key charge that are nursing day-to-day injuries. Nothing long-term. They're not on the long-term injury list as of right now. Here's Clark. Nice pass to her right. This is Jenner. Jenner shoots. And a save by Osborne with the left pad. Ottawa keeps it in the zone. The captain, Jenner, circles around. Now Clark. Tossed in. And Ottawa is stood up by Osborne.
What a great first look as Clark comes across the red line, and you see Eldridge back checking, so it's a 2-on-1, and Brianne Jenner is so smart, just coming in, taking a nice shot. She had that lane because it was a 2-on-1, and there was a pinch, or a defenseman jumped up for New York. And so great look already at putting pressure on the new goaltender in net for New York.
Gigi, that's something you talked about pregame, is you like the way Ottawa gets ahead with numbers.
They're excellent at moving the puck forward and attacking. This is one of my favorite teams to watch just for that specific reason, because you never know who is going to be on the attack.
Head coach Carla McLeod says she wants to see some more east to west action inside of the O-zone as well to try to open up space in the middle. Talk about the importance of driving to the far post. Shot and a goal! Ella Shelton opens the scoring! Sirens up 1-0.
Wow, what a beautiful play. From the far wall, moves down to Toulouche. She gets her head up and looks at that opening far side where all the Ottawa defenders' eyes are on the puck. And you see Ella Shelton so smart sliding down into the slot area and is able to get a great look at the net.
It's the defender's first goal of the year after 7 last season. The alternate captain opens the scoring, and New York starts hot, Gigi.
That was one of their focal points, is coming out and putting pressure on the charge early. And so here's another look at it from the angle. You see up top, all the defenders for Ottawa are puck watching. You see that right side should be strong side defender or weak side defender. Net front vacates the slot, allows Ella Shelton, such a smart defender, great skills with her feet to be able to jump that, receive the pass, and put the puck in net.
Mashmeyer looked like she was calling for goaltender interference from Gabby Rosenthal. Didn't see too much contact on the replay. Carla McLeod looked at the replay herself, and we have a good goal. New York opens the scoring less than 5 minutes in. Ella Shelton on the score sheet. She had an assist at Minnesota. When we talked to head coach Greg Fargo before the game, he said it's important to get players in front of Mashmeyer and take away some of her sight lines as well. He said the last time we played her, she saw too many pucks. That pass from the near side corner made it tough. Hartshee tosses it over to Carpenter. Didn't get through. Nice job by Hughes to disrupt the pass. Carpenter surveys. Backhands it to the blue line. And Shelton can't hold on to it. Osborne way out and plays it to Simpson. That's one thing Greg Fargo loves about Kaylee Osborne, is her ability to play the puck. Says she's one of the best in the world at handling the puck.
That's really encouraging, especially as a defender, because you know you're coming back to a goaltender who can set the puck up really nicely to create easy breakouts.
How rare is that, to have a really good puck handling goalie?
Oh, it's amazing to be able to have that.
Here's Bach with a chance. Oh, they respond! Danielle Serdachny! We're even at 1! Beautiful pass by the new Ottawa Charge. Forward, Victoria Bach.
Look at this rush. Watch how Danielle Serdachny drives the mid-far pipe. And by doing that, it creates all the openings that she needs. Victoria Bach takes a quick peek across. Does she see a player supporting her? We talked about that. We need support. How do we support the puck? And Coach Carla McLeod was telling us before the game, we need players to drive the net and drive hard. And what an excellent example of taking what was taught to you and applying it and finding great success.
Both teams have produced in their keys to the game. Gigi, I think you did a good job picking the keys to the game as well. New York starts hot, and Ottawa drives the far post, able to produce some offense. Simpson plays it off the boards. Fektu. Joe Saunier in on the mix. 2-on-2 deep in the corner. Saunier tries to break it out. Taylor House is there, driven into the boards by Rosenthal. Here's Snodgrass. Snodgrass to the opposite end. House. Bourbonnais and Hobson. Swings it around. Kolush. Cheyenne Darkangelo. Applying some pressure, trying to keep it in the ozone for the charge. Puck tapped at center ice by Rosenthal. Into the far side corner. After the goal from Danielle Serdachny, we have 2 scores in less than a minute and 20 seconds. Hot start to this one. In front, Osborne makes a save and keeps it out. That was Vanisova with a chance. Snapped in, runs into traffic.
And Vanisova again, she's on her off wing, so her ability to cut out, to bite the defender, and then cut in, use her edges, and really drive the near pipe, creating another good chance for her.
Arar gets it to Carpenter, who waits for the rest of the change. Slams off the boards right in front of the New York bench. This is the second meeting between these two teams this season, second meeting in 10 days. Zoe Boyd passes to Teralova. Thought about a home run pass, instead will play it safely to Hughes. Hughes didn't get all of that one, but will send it in. Osborne's out for goal. Plays it along to Filliet. Top line out there for New York. Sent back to Carpenter. She'll throw it in and head off for a change. Here's Serdachny again. Serdachny with speed to the outside. Tries to get it in front, but it's blocked. Nice job by Shelton. Danielle Serdachny with the assist from Victoria Bach evens us up at 1. Goal came at 5:54. Been pretty free-flowing play as well. Not too many whistles. Serdachny throws it in. Osborne again out from goal to play the puck. Stood up by McMahon. Man in McMahon. Circles back. Has space. Tried to find Snodgrass. Snodgrass pokes it in, and Osborne covers up. This will send us to our first timeout. How about the goals from Ella Shelton, then Danielle Serdachny, the second overall pick. We're even at 1. About halfway through the first period, 1-1 between the Charge and the Sirens. Cheyenne Darkangelo on this Ottawa Charge team also was traded from the team that you played for last year, Gigi, Boston.
She was. Same with Sam Isbell, who's getting her first start for Ottawa in this season. And it's tough.
Darkangelo scores! Odd bounce from behind goal. Think it might have even gone off the referee. And Darkangelo puts the Charge in front.
Cheyenne Darkangelo has just been on a tear these last couple games, and just what do? You go to the net. Good things happen when you go to the net, and it's just an awesome thing to see as that puck bounces, and again, like you see, goaltender Osborne doesn't know where it is. That's what sometimes happens in rinks where it either hits a stanchion or it looks like it just caught an edge behind the net and pops out. Darkangelo's right there hunting on the forecheck. Great things happen.
Darkangelo scored the game winner in this matchup on the 29th of December, scored in the second period. So now 2 goals in her last 2 games against New York. It's her 3rd of the season, and the Charger in front for the first time tonight. Hobson to Bourbonnais. Bourbonnais sends it in, redirection, and it's wide. Unassisted goal. Again, Osborne was hugging that near post. Puck came out to the opposite side. Darkangelo, right time, right place. Serdachny tosses it to Bach, and that one's high. Off the outside of the goal, and Serdachny can't get it there. Markowski Serdachny, deep into the corner. This is Allison Simpson. Simpson takes it all the way to the red line and throws it in. Maschmeyer now working with the lead in a high-scoring first period. Ottawa had only scored 4 goals in the first period all season before tonight, and they have 2 so far. Here's Simpson. Simpson skating in high and wide. Kept in at the left point by Shelton. Rosenthal now. Rosenthal centering feed. Maschmeyer got in the way. Rosenthal trying to throw it in front. Now Snodgrass pushed it to the boards by Toulouche. This is D'Arcangelo. Pardon me, Leslie had it deflected into the netting. And Ottawa is working with the lead for the first time tonight. Cheyenne D'Arcangelo's 3rd of the season puts the visitors in front.
Welcome back to the Prudential Center. Ottawa Charge leading 2-1 over the New York Sirens. I'm now joined by Charge head coach Carla McLeod. You told us before the game that you would rank how things were going, how you got out of the gate. What ranking would you give your team so far?
Yeah, I'd say, again, a nice competitive game. I like how we're moving the puck. We're trying to find those seams to be able to exit our zone with a little bit more composure and puck possession, and we're seeing that. There's still another gear for as far as sort of trying to get a puck back quicker and be more physical, so we'll keep building on that here. But it's a good start. It's going to be a great hockey game.
Thanks so much, Carla.
Appreciate it, Julie. Thank you.
Coach mentioned how they're exiting the zone easily. They are very effective because they're supporting each other. The winger is coming and staying wide. The center is doing a dot lane swing, which is where you want to be, to about 15, 20 feet away so that you can exit with speed. And they come with pressure, great pressure as they drive the net.
If you're New York, how do you try to disrupt that, make it a little bit harder for Ottawa to break it out?
Just be a little bit more disciplined. Stay within your structure and find the roles where you're supposed to be in.
Levis trying to send it in towards goal. Instead, she'll throw it over to the captain, Zandy Hart. This is Ashton Bell. Bell with the turnover. Eldridge, Fillier, and it's blocked by Markowski. Worked in now by Levis. Eldridge with it. Nyland Person at the right point. Pressured by Mann and McMahon. Abby Rock coming off of 2 points at Minnesota. Goes it to her line partner Eldridge. And Maschmeyer seals off that post. Toulouche to Jaguar. Now Simpson. Rosenthal reaches out to keep it in. Victoria Bach in her second game with the Charge. Now Simpson shoots, and it's blocked. Serdachny did a good job to get in the way. Rosenthal over to Shelton. Rosenthal now intentionally wide, and slapped out by Ella Shelton. Fans filling the seats on a Tuesday evening. Last home game that the Sirens had was the highest attended of the season here at the Prudential Center. As New York tries to get something going in their ozone. Just a couple days ago, first game in the PWHL Takeover Tour at Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle drew just over 12,000 fans. A great way to start that Takeover Tour for the 24-25 season. PWHL had a total attendance of over 600,000 fans in the calendar year 2024. Carpenter fighting for it against Terralova. Won't give up, but Ottawa comes away with the puck. Bourbonnais able to keep it in, slams it back. This is Gabby Hughes. Gabby Hughes with a hit against Nyland Person.
Yeah, this whole shift starting with the Carpenter line has been kind of played along the wall. A lot of good battles, but not able to take the puck and bring it to the net. Kind of a little bit more perimeter for New York.
New York's gone almost 6 minutes without a shot. Big hit by Eldridge. That was on the captain, Brianne Jenner, who's slow to get up, but she does. Got some snow on her backside as Rock keeps it in. Snodgrass now. Trying to win the foot race. Pressured by Eldridge. New York doing a good job on the forecheck here. Rock has it go through her legs. Bell to Leslie. To Snodgrass. Now House. House with space. Back to Snodgrass. Tried to shoot. House behind goal. Teal jerseys get their sticks in there. And Levis comes away with the puck.
Yeah, Ottawa has had more odd women rushes in this game compared to New York, and just keep an eye on like where the defensemen are going. If they're jumping in, do they have good gaps? And so far, New York has been jumping their defensemen in, but not having a forward cover for them, and so there's some odd player rushes.
Fectu sent one in just wide. Ottawa trying to break it out, just like Gigi said. New York's there, though, and they win the puck back. This is Fecto. Fecto, a nice pass. Downey Landry tries to get it in front. Zoe Boyd stepped in the way. A block for the 9th round pick in the 2023 draft out of Quinnipiac. Bach shoots, and a big save by Osborne. Victoria Bach has had her fingerprints all over this first period. An assist and a couple shots to go with it in her second game in an Ottawa uniform.
And that's so fun to see, the comfortability she has, and is just playing at peace, enjoying her time with the Ottawa Charge and this new lineup, new look. That's just awesome to see.
Got to show some comfortability playing with a new team, right?
Yes, and to be able to like bring your best is when you feel welcomed in the room. And so the fact that she's already been able to adjust and adapt that quickly to bring her A game on the ice is just awesome news for Ottawa Charge fans.
Bach playing on the third line this evening at that left wing spot. She's had some chances on the breakaway, had the assist on the goal for Danielle Serdachny that put Ottawa in front. Pardon me, it tied the game. D'Arcangelo then put the Charge up by 1. Rosenthal trying to win a battle in the corner. Manon McMahon throws it out. Right to Nyland Person. Lofts it up. Tolosh can't get there. Teralova quickly swings it up. Here's Clark. Hughes in on Osborne, who is ready for it. Jenner, after taking a big hit, back out there. Showing no signs of any problems. Teralova just through Jenner. Hartchie out there with the top line. Villiers loses an edge in the corner. Here's Carpenter. Carpenter to Villiers. Couldn't get a shot off. And Ottawa quickly out the other way. This is Brianne Jenner. Oakville, Ontario native. Captain of this Ottawa Charge team at 33 years old. Won 2 gold medals with Team Canada in 22 and 2014. Played 4 years at Cornell and was the Ivy Rookie of the Year back in her first college season. Was nominated for the Patty Kazmaier Award 4 times. Was twice the Ivy Player of the Year. Final seconds of this first period. Puck stood up on the far side boards. D'Arcangelo in on the mix. She has it. Backhands it over to Meixna. Carpenter will let the clock run out, and we have hit the end of the first period. 3 goals in the first 20 minutes. We should be in for a good final 40. Goal scorers, Ellis Shelton, Danielle Serdachny, and Cheyenne D'Arcangelo. It's a 1-goal game at the first break. Intermission coverage coming up. We now bring in the third member of our team, Julie Stewart-Binks, for some thoughts from the coaches on the first period. Julie?
All right, guys. Well, I was able to get the message from Greg Fargo, and they really liked the last 7 to 8 minutes of that period. They're saying just the ozone time, being able to hem them in and having different line changes. They said they want to have more energy on their bench in the good, positive way. When they see things, they said, call out the good things. Don't call out the bad things. They said, get back to playing the way that they want to play because they know they can.
Thanks, Julie. Gigi, how important is that as a teammate to be talking, to be vocal from the bench?
Oh, it's huge. It's great. Like from the bench, from the players on the ice, the goaltender. The more you hear and are directed what to go or where to move the play next or what's coming at you, there's only so much you can see. So if you have the eyes behind you to support that and give a bigger picture, I mean, it just changes the game.
Archie in the first line out there for the Sirens as they bring it into the zone. This is Nyland Person on the freshly Zamboni'd ice. Archie over to Carpenter, snaps a shot in. Oh, it went all the way through. And Fillier tried to get at it. But Ottawa comes away with the puck. Grade A chance for New York out of the gate. You can tell they brought some juice out of the locker room.
And it seems like New York is trying to stack two players net front. So anytime the puck gets to the point, it's as if they're really trying to take away the goaltender's eyes by having not only a player net front, but also having someone in the high slot.
That was something head coach Greg Fargo talked with us about pregame. He said Emmerich Maschmeyer saw a lot of shots in the last matchup between these two teams. By seeing the shots, he meant, you know, she had a good eye on it, could see it coming from wherever it was. He wanted to interrupt those sight lines, put some players net front, and try to take away Maschmeyer's eyes. Here's Ottawa. D'Arcangelo tries a backhand pass in front. Osborne, a couple saves. Venesova with a beautiful look at it right in the goal crease.
Vanisova has been all over the puck. She hasn't been on the score sheet yet, but she's doing the things the right way. And by trailing, being a good option as a third forward on a trailer when there was a 2-on-1 rush. And also when she has the puck on her stick, knowing when to drop a shoulder and cut in and really create havoc net front.
Vanisova had an assist in the last meeting between these two teams. Started her PWHL career with Montreal. Came over to Ottawa for the last 5 games of the season. Here's Serdachny. Serdachny, a beautiful feed in front. Oh, went under the stick of McMahon. Great centering feed from the second overall pick, Danielle Serdachny, who scored the equalizer in the first period.
And remember, Ottawa's out. They have 2 players who are normally in the lineup that are defensemen, in Savalainen and Rose, that are injured. And so normally those 2 are super offensive. They love joining the rush, yet they haven't missed a step, the Ottawa defenders.
Here's Serdachny. She'll shoot. Pad saved by Osborne. She's been busy to start this second period. Offsides as it just came past the blue line.
And here's a look. So New York goes D to D, and Carpenter's up net front, just in front, and it's Fillier trying to battle and get that rebound. And here's a look at Serdachny coming down a little bit. The gaps are a little off for New York defenders, and so she was able to get a shot. And so look for New York to try to tighten their gap up and be a little 2 stick lengths away from the Ottawa charge.
Gigi, to go back to your point about Ottawa's defenders producing offensively, both of the goals in their 2-1 win against Toronto were scored by Savalainen and Rose. In front, saved by Maschmeyer, still loose. Eldridge snaps it, and it goes wide. Ottawa leads the league in goals by defenders with 5 heading into this game.
And that's a product of what Coach McLeod really likes to see. She basically is saying, hey, there's 5 players out there. Just go and attack the net when you have the opportunity to.
This is Levis. Levis tries to get it on her backhand. Bell takes it away. And Downey Landry fresh onto the ice, able to keep it in the zone. Boyd circles behind net. Cuts back in. Throws it off the boards. Was it touched? That's icing. Jamie Hirsch will be back on the call tomorrow night. Be sure to tune in for that one. Continuing the Pacific Northwest tour, if you will, after just being at Seattle a few days ago. Go up to the Canucks home arena. Carpenter with a look at it. Went through her stick. Fillier backhands it to the blue line. This is Simpson. Simpson at a glass from Shelton.
And following up on the takeover tour, how awesome is it to grow the game and bring it to markets such as those?
Fillier, chance, rebound, wide. Carpenter crashing in from the far side. Had a chance to even the score. Clark shoots. Stick save by Osborne. Some good looks for each team to start this second period.
Yeah, Philly has been net front for shift right before that. Wasn't quite able to get a stick on a loose rebound out front. However, that one, great work with their legs, creating space, coming off the wall like we talked about, and bringing it to the net.
Gabby Hughes through a sea of teal jerseys. Now Saunier the other way. Jill Saunier from Halifax, Nova Scotia. We have an arm up. Looks like our first penalty of the game. I believe interference is the call. We'll see who goes to the box. The referee saying come here to one of these players. Looks like Brianne Jenner is going to sit for 2 minutes. We have our first power play of the game.
We'll take a look at the numbers on the power play. Second in the league for New York on the power play.
This power play is brought to you by Royal Tiger Towel Paper Towels. Power through tough messes. After a clean first period, New York goes on the woman advantage for the first time tonight. They've scored 7 power play goals this season, tied for first in the league, and like you just saw, second in the league in power play percentage. They scored 2 on the advantage in the 5-0 win at Minnesota. First line of the power play has been particularly lethal. Jesse Eldridge with 4 points on the power play. Alex Carpenter with 4 points on the power play. Sarah Fillier, 2 power play goals. Carpenter drifts in, passes over. Shot was blocked. Nyland Person couldn't get it through Bell. She takes a big hit, slow to get up. Bell physical on the PK. Here's Leslie trying to break it up for a shorty. Still loose. LaRock fighting for it. And now New York has to break it out of their own zone with 50 seconds left on the power play. Bourbonnais on the right side. Tries to get past Markowski and does behind goal. Jade Downey Landry to the top, and it's shoveled out by Snodgrass.
Excellent work by the penalty killers so far. They have not allowed, for Ottawa, they've not allowed clean zone entry yet, and they're quick on loose pucks to get them out.
Turnover, Downey Landry shoots and it's blocked. A great job by Markowski to get in the way. Bourbonnais with it. Passes to her left. Downey Landry, who just had a good look. Now Bourbonnais. Bourbonnais pulls, drags, shoots. Loose in front. Maschmeyer might have made a save. Not sure it got all the way through, though. Here's a shot. Oh, through the legs, but it stays out. Emily Clark had a chance for a jailbreak.
What speed by Emily Clark. And here's another look.
Jenner just out of the box, shoots, and it's wide. Osborne might have got her glove on it. An eventful couple minutes, not just for New York on the power play, but a couple chances for Ottawa shorthanded. Here's Jenner with space. Jenner leaves it in front, just out of the reach of Bach. One shot for New York on the power play. Redirected wide.
Wow, we almost saw a jailbreak as it looks like Hughes pops the puck out, and Emily Clark is just exploding. She saw that play develop well before, and she takes a shot, tries to go 5-hole, sneaks through actually, but kicked off by Osborne. Awesome saves, 2-1.
Back to the Rock. It's 2-1 Ottawa over New York. I'm Julie Stewart. Thanks. I had a chance to speak with Abby Rock before the game about Alex Carpenter, whom she knows very well. She said the evolution of Carp and her success has been based on how things ended last year. She said she wasn't happy. She came in this year wanting to leave it all on the ice. She said she's been so happy this year with everyone and the entire team. Abby said it's been a gift. She wants everyone to succeed, and she puts in the work.
Two great competitors who have played with Team USA. You saw the two of them. Great timing, Julie. Talking, analyzing the game, pointing to what they're seeing. Both play center Alex on the first line, Abby on the second. And Gigi, you've had a chance to play with a couple of them. There's a chance for Ottawa. Backhand shot, still loose. Nice job by Harchie to get it out of there.
Yes, both of them are extremely talented players, and I mean, they really can play anywhere on the ice. They're so smart, and that's like a great picture of seeing them talking, because they always talk. They're so intelligent, and they love to help one another solve problems. And hey, we just had a power play. What can we do better to succeed on that next power play? Is what my thoughts are, what they were discussing.
Carpenter, the Boston College Eagle, Rock, a Wisconsin Badger in their college days. Bell passes to her right, left, as House sends it in. Osborne plays the puck off the boards to Fillier. Ottawa able to keep it in. Shot snapped, and a glove save by Osborne. Face off one by New York. Eldridge to Rock, turned over. Here's Clark. Clark crashes in, bounces up, and she scores! Emily Clark from a sharp angle, able to beat Osborne to extend the Ottawa lead.
This is going to be such a beautiful goal. You see Brianne Jenner so strong on the puck, pops it out, but watch her stick. She moves it in, she puts the puck in between the defender's stick and her skate. It's just impressive. Look at that stick handling, and then to finish it with her backhand going bar down over the near side shoulder. That is a highlight reel goal by Emily Clark for her third of the year.
She scored a goal in these two teams' last meeting. Had an assist in that one as well, and Ottawa has scored 3 unanswered to take a 2-goal lead. Not much Osborne can do on that one, right?
I mean, that was so beautiful. What an awesome goal.
Sonia in a foot race with Isbell. Emily Clark, one of the alternate captains from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. 3rd goal of the season. She's up to 4 points. She's a gold medalist herself with Team Canada. Played in the 2022 Olympics, 2018 as well, where she captured silver. This is Serdachny. Bourbonnais reaches out, gets it to Toulouche. Al Hobson, another Saskatchewan native. Hobson scored her first goal of the season a couple home games ago against Minnesota. That was a 4-3 loss in a shootout. Snapped in by Bourbonnais, and a save by Maschmeyer. Ottawa tacks on another. A beautiful goal from Emily Clark puts us to 3-1.
Welcome back to the Prudential Center. Ottawa leads 3-1 over New York. I'm now joined by the Sirens head coach, Greg Fargo. Ottawa is scoring 2 unanswered goals. What more do you want to see from your team to be able to take control of the game?
You know, I think we've been doing a lot of good things in the offensive zone. We've had some good zone time, a couple good looks. We just they've been able to get behind us a little bit with some of their speed, and we've got to find ways to shut that down. And but overall, I like a lot of things we're doing.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.
The 2-goal lead for Ottawa. Head coach Greg Fargo says he likes how his team is playing. Gigi, how do you think New York claws their way back in this one?
Well, I think, like he mentioned, they're giving up some odd women and rushes, so either defensemen need to be a little bit more smart and play it safe, or their third forward really has to play high and notice that, hey, our defensemen are jumping and they're getting in the play. And so, but I think overall, it's just winning races and winning battles does so much. It creates so much energy. Your players on the bench see that, and they want to go out and they want to contribute and be the first to the puck. And so it just starts with little things like that of winning races and winning the battles.
The rushes have definitely stood out. Ottawa has scored 2 of their 3 goals on odd woman rushes. Most recently, Emily Clark with a beautiful one-on-one play. Here's a turnover. Rock has it. Rock centering feet all the way through. Peyton Levis had a look at it. And we have a whistle from the referee back by center ice. Hooking's going to be the call against whom? against Ottawa, and New York will go back on the advantage.
Abby Rocky's so strong on the puck, and she's driving in on her strong hand. And so she's going, it's a quick 2-on-1 if she can get it, but again, Boyd gets her stick in there right under her armpit, reaches into the freezers almost, and so that'll be a quick call for the ref for a penalty. We'll get a look at the second opportunity for New York on the power play.
This power play is brought to you by Royal Tiger Towel Paper Towels. Can New York cash in as they've done 7 times this year, including twice in the 5-0 win at Minnesota? Downey Landry shoots. Mashmeyer the save. Had it read the whole way. Ottawa had a couple chances for a shorthanded goal on New York's last power play, but New York does a good job to stop the rush there. Just over 30 seconds gone on New York's second power play of the night. Came into the evening 7 for 25 on the advantage. Ottawa had only surrendered 6 power play goals for a penalty kill percentage just south of 80%. Island Person with Leslie right in front of her. Has to circle back. Carpenter runs into her own teammate Eldridge. Leslie tries to capitalize, but Fillier does a good job to take the puck away. Here's Rock. Rock creeping in. Carpenter couldn't get it back to her forehand. It's behind goal. Carpenter still with it. Saw Carpenter and Rock talking after they couldn't convert on their last power play. Can they crack the code here? Rock! Oh, she had a look at it.
Wow, Carpenter's so smart. You see her just wait, bite, see what defender is going to get out of the lane, and she's going to take advantage of that every time.
Carpenter in the corner, swings it along. Zandy Hart with 4 points on the power play this year, keeps it in. Just under 15 seconds left on New York's second power play. Puck stood up, shoveled out by Markowski. Can New York keep it in? Rock tries to win the battle, but Ottawa brings an extra woman over. 2 shots for New York. And Boyd's right out of the box, tries to get to it, but Osborne slaps it out. Felt like a more productive power play for New York second time around.
Right, they had more looks. Ottawa is still really good in their structure. They're making it difficult to enter.
In front, loose. Smashmeyer somehow keeps it out. Chloe Arar by the top of the crease. This is Shelton now. Shelton shoots off of the glass on the end boards. Under 6 minutes to go in the middle frame. The only goal in this period came from Emily Clark. With the assist from Brianne Jenner. Jenner's offsides here.
I mean, it's fun to have another outlet for the players to get their personality shown. The most recent one for Ottawa Charge was their newcomer in the league, Gwyneth Phillips, an outstanding goalie who I had the pleasure of watching at Northeastern. She had an incredible career, but it's just, isn't it fun to be able to see who's behind the mask and the different personalities?
Breaking out here, McMahon all alone. What a save! Osborne shuts the door. And McMahon got past the New York Sirens defender, but couldn't put it home. Save of the night for the rookie.
The speed has been all over the place for Ottawa. This all on display. And you see this the right winger cutting across, blows by Simpson, and is able to get a shot up on net, even with the back check pressure. But again, the speed. Noticing that, we talked about that before the game about the defensemen. Hey, are you recognizing players without the puck? And if you see their legs moving, they're already anticipating. So the anticipation for the Ottawa Charge has been excellent, and that was a great example of a right winger blowing the zone and really reading a great breakout play.
Greg Fargo told us that Kaylee Osborne had a great camp and probably deserved a start earlier than she got one. In front, still loose. Oh, it's wide. Mashmeyer able to get in front of it. What a good look on the doorstep. Jaguar nearly pulled New York within one. Going back to what Fargo said about Osborne, he said she's a great competitor. Talked about his familiarity coaching her with the Colgate Raiders. Both of them in their first season with New York. New York slowly clawing back to evening out the shots. And they've gotten a lot of traffic in front. Here's a big turnover. Jaguar all alone. Jaguar shoots. And is saved by Maschmeyer, but a penalty coming. Jaguar's had a couple great looks in the last couple minutes, and New York will go back on the advantage.
And here's a look at Jaguar neck front. See how she pushes Bell away from her so she has space to be able to shoot. And just a great look on the power or on the breakaway. And Maschmeyer, she is someone who stands out in challenges. You see how far away she is from the crease and the slash coming from the back check. But Jaguar, great shift to get a lot of energy going for New York.
Zoe Boyd once again sits in the sin bin. This power play is brought to you by Royal Tiger Towel Paper Towels. New York is 0 for 2 on the advantage with a combined 3 shots. They had 1 on the first, 2 on the second. This is the third, and a big face-off won by Ottawa means they can milk some clock. Goes without saying, Gigi, but I feel like face-offs are even more important starting off the power play.
Absolutely, especially at the beginning of a power play because of the new no escape rule, where you're forced, whoever was on the ice at the whistle blow, you have to stay out there. And so sometimes you don't have normal, regular PKers who are out there doing their job.
That's a great point. New addition to the league this season. Bourbonnais had it blocked. D'Arcangelo couldn't track it. Abby Rock sends it along the end boards. Villiers. Now Eldridge. Eldridge in front, right wing circle, backhand shot blocked. Bell has done a really good job blocking some of these shots on the New York advantage. Here's Villiers, first overall pick, right wing circle, drops it up down low. Eldridge, backhand shot, another save, Maschmeyer. Zandy hard down on her knees. Ottawa clears all the way down to Osborne.
Easily their best looks on the power play so far, and their ability to, and it starts with when there's loose change, who's going to get it first? And so they were able to, New York was able to be first on the puck and maintain possession.
Bourbonnais crashing in, trying a sharp angle shot, just high. And New York has looked sharp on their last couple power plays. This one slammed along the glass. Toulouse tries to track it down. Oh, nobody home on the feed out from the corner. Jaguar, who had a couple really good looks right before the power play, has it go all the way down the ice. Picked up by Bourbonnais. Bourbonnais with speed, left side. Breaks it to her backhand behind goal. Boyd out of the box. 0 for 3 goes New York on the power play. There's a shot by Nyland Person, blocked again. Gabby Hughes stepped in front of that one. Hughes, the 4th round pick in the 2023 draft from Minnesota Duluth, has been really good playing on the first line. What a job by Osborne. Save! Reaches out and covers up.
Here's a look at Brianne Jenner coming in, trying to pick up the loose change net front, but Osborne has had a great game so far. She pounces on that rebound. But again, you talked about her ability to move the puck. She also, with Natalie Snodgrass beginning that playoff, she had a great look with her paddle, extending it and really taking away any chance that Snodgrass was trying to pass it net front.
Did a great job to disrupt the chance for Ottawa, but then Jenner nearly put it home a moment later. Wraparound feed will bounce off the end boards and out of the zone where Markowski has to pick it up. Jenner, big shot. Osborne makes the stop. Jenner tries to leap up to glove it down. And we tick under a minute to go in the second. Quick scoring update. Zoe Boyd has added on a second assist on the Emily Clark goal, so Brianne Jenner and Zoe Boyd get a helper on the most recent score for the Charge. This is Hobson. Hobson left point to the captain. What a save by Maschmeyer. Good look for Zandy Hart, but Maschmeyer had it read the whole way. Something that also stood out to me in that same conversation, Coach McLeod said that Maschmeyer gets us key whistles. Able to calm things down for the rest of the team.
100%. That's so important, especially in the second period where there's a long change and you might have someone out there forever and you just need to get new legs.
Emmerich Maschmeyer has let one past her and has made 17 saves on the evening. Final 5 seconds of the second. Ottawa takes a 2-1 lead and stretches it to a 3-1 lead thanks to a beautiful goal. New York has clawed their way back plenty of times this season. Ottawa takes a 2-goal lead into the locker room. We got 20 minutes to go, but before that, intermission coverage coming your way from the Prudential Center. It's 3-1 Ottawa at the second intermission. Bring in the third member of our team, Julie Stewart-Binks, from some thoughts from the coaches heading into the third. Julie?
David, I was just speaking with Coach Carla McLeod, who said we've really got to keep our physicality. We've got to manage their top line. She said we know they're going to come out here and really want to try to get something going. And she said what we need to do is go get the first goal and really put a statement mark on this game.
Yeah, she's definitely a fun player. Or a fun coach, excuse me. I was thinking of how I played against her in the 2010 Olympics as we saw that graphic. She's such a great player, but a fun person as well to talk hockey and just interact with off the ice.
And you saw that graphic that she's been the head coach for Team Czechia in the last 2 IIHF World Championships. This power play is brought to you by Royal Tiger Towel Paper Towels. Toss down in front. Here's Rock. Rock back to the top. Fillier surveys, top of the right wing circle, back to Shelton, circling over, Carpenter, Rock now, Rock to Shelton, Shelton creeping in, was thinking about a shot but couldn't get it settled on her stick. Eldridge back to Shelton, Shelton has House pestering her, dishes it off to Eldridge, big shot, oh Maschmeyer, a pad save on Fillier. Fillier still with it. Fillier, oh, she almost had a pass through to Carpenter. Rock able to keep it in. Sustained pressure for New York. Carpenter looking for Eldridge in front. Sliding over is Jenner. Another chance. Fillier, punch save by Maschmeyer. New York still controls. Shelton. It's been a minute straight of New York in the O-zone on the power play. Finally thrown out by Bell. Wow.
Fun plays by New York and their ability to just create some chances, but probably one of the most deadly ones was Fillier come up the wall, try to dish it back to Carpenter, but Emily Clark, excellent job PKing and got her stick in the way.
Bourbonnais sneaking in, tried to pull it to her backhand, but couldn't do it. House has done a good job on this penalty kill. That was Larocque as well. Nyland Person to Toulouche. And it's blocked by Meixna. Here's Bourbonnais. Nice move to spin around. Meixna able to recover, though. Kept in by Toulouche. Bourbonnais. Stepping up. Downey Landry now, just 5 seconds left on the advantage. Hughes getting ready to come out of the box. Bourbonnais winds up. And a big block by Teralova. New York drops to 0 for 4 on the power play, but it's not for lack of chances. Maschmeyer's been lights out. The PKers have done a good job to block some shots.
Yeah, not only block shots, so that's a mark of being in the right lane, but they're also in the right lane with their stick. If you extend out, you stop and start, you lead with your stick, and just like Emily Clark did in the first half of that power play, and it disrupted a play.
Ottawa trying to set some things up in the O-zone for the first time this period after taking an early penalty. They've killed 4 straight, moving that penalty kill percentage north of 80. They entered the game at 76% on the PK. Rosenthal shivers off Isbell. Turnover, watch out, Serdachny. Nice job stepping up Hobson. Yeah, it was a stunning loss for Canada in the group stage, falling in a shootout to Latvia, of all teams. As you said, Gigi, talent across the world. Face-off won by New York. Up ahead, out of the reach of Rosenthal. She's first to it, so no icing. Back to the left point, tossed over to Nyland Person. She has a good chance. She scores! Top corner from a mile away. 3-2.
The defense stepping up huge in this game, bringing it to 1 goal difference now. And you see D-to-D point. It's really spreading it east to west, but notice net front as we come back and the puck is shot. 2 players in front. Gabby Rosenthal battling with Isabel, and Nyland Person just rips it. And there's just no chance for Mashmeyer because you see how she's reacting lately. The puck is already by her by the time she's able to move her shoulder and her blocker. But excellent work going east to west, even on the D end and having net front presence.
Maya Nyland Person with the first goal of her PWHL career. 10th overall pick in the 2024 draft after a long pro career in Sweden. Speaking of talent from around the world, Gigi, right on cue. The Swede brings New York to within 1.
You saw the excitement as she scores her goal and gets to go down through the line. That's some of the funnest things.
Watch out, Jenner shoots, saved by Osborne. It's loose and tapped back by Hartje.
What a save by Osborne. She has played extremely well so far, and just especially right after a play like that.
D'Arcangelo to Meixna, wide. Loose in front still, and the puck dribbles out to the top of the left wing circle. Markowski drifting to the corner behind goal. Simpson trying to take it away for New York. Markowski, though, will throw it back to Bell. Bell to Vanasova. Vanasova tries to pull it to her backhand. Nice job by Fillier. Rock. Smushed it to the boards by Isbell. New York went almost 2 periods between goals. Snodgrass snaps a shot, glove save, Osborne. New York, a big answer. They've stormed back so many times this year. Do they have another comeback in them? This will help. Maya Nyland Person. As New York scores, thanks to Maya Nyland Person. For more on her, we bring in Julie Stewart-Biggs.
Well, David, Abby Rock spoke about Nyland Person before the game to me. She said she was so impressed with just how she stepped in. She said it's her smarts, it's her IQ, she has patience. And I was just told that her Swedish national team coach, Uffe Lundberg, is in the house, so maybe a little extra motivation.
Certainly. Played for Team Sweden at 5 IIHF World Championships. Also played in 2 Olympics in 2018 and 2022. Nyland Person just 23 years old. So much potential for the young rookie.
Yeah, a lot of fun. And you're right, too. The ability to almost elevate. You don't even realize it. It's almost subconscious that you elevate your game when the national team coach is in there. And that's not a knock on anyone else. It's just sometimes that ends up happening. But she's done well this season, and it's fun to see her get her first goal of her career.
D'Arcangelo takes a big hit from Arar. Arar's played well over the last couple games. Scored a goal at Minnesota in that 5-0 win on the 4th of January. Meixna has it tipped up. Trying to settle it down is Bell, but the puck keeps on bouncing, and Arar pressures her, so they have to regroup. Nearing the halfway point of the 3rd period, New York has scored in this final frame. Maya Nyland Person assisted by Micah Zandy Hart and Chloe Arar. It's Nyland Person's First goal of her PWHL career. Arar with a assist, her second of the season. Zandy Hart up to 6 helpers. Breaking it out well. This is Bach on the outside. Bach trying to get past Nyland Person. Bouncing puck all the way in on Osborne. She reaches out as she sprawls to the ice. Able to cover up.
Taking another look at this D-to-D, moving a puck to the blue line, and just a quick wrister, head up, ripping it. I love this little slow-mo to get a better look as it maneuvers around the stick, and Mashmeyer isn't able to get a handle of it. So great first career goal. It's always fun to get your first, and you're always going to remember it. And so what a blessing to have a really nice goal as your first.
Remember your first pro goal?
I do. I feel like it's hard to forget. And it was so sweet. It was in front of my niece and nephew. And after the game, my 10-year-old niece looked at me and said, "Gigi, I'm so proud of you." Like, how sweet is that?
That's awesome. Certainly one that number 8 in Seal will remember for years to come. New York trying to claw back and make this game even more memorable. Ottawa had scored 3 unanswered after the opening goal from Ella Shelton just 4:38 into the first period. Nyland Person with a goal at 6:05 of the third. Teralova trying to lose the Sirens, and she does. Up to the puck now, Snodgrass. Snodgrass gets it to her forehand, shoots Osborne. Another save. We got a good one for the final 9:35. Don't go anywhere. Charge 3, Sirens 2. Faceoff comes to the left of Osborne, who is up to 31 saves in her first PWHL start. She came in relief of Abby Levy a couple home games ago against Minnesota. Played well. Ended up having to go up against the Frost, the defending Walter Cup champs, in a shootout. Between then and now, she has changed her goalie mask. Now going with the all-white for the time being. Bourbonnais runs into Downey Landry. Easy to pick up for Bell. Bell will wait for Ottawa to get set up. Passes to Markowski. Markowski, 4th round pick in this year's draft out of Ohio State. Won the national championship with the Buckeyes last year. Mashmeyer shovels it along. Looking for a cross-ice pass, intercepted by Darkangelo. Darkangelo has space. Can't control. Carpenter swoops in. Ran into the boards by Vanisova. Here's Meixna. Darkangelo, shot blocked. Fast-paced here out of the TV timeout. Less than 9 minutes to go in the game. New York, a sense of urgency. Ottawa trying to hang on. Head coach Carla McLeod said they hung on last time. Fillier shoots and it's blocked. Nice job by Snodgrass to get back. Check that. Teralova got in the way. Darkangelo passes it off the boards. A lot of speed for Bach. Bach had it between her legs. Into the corner. Big shot. Serdachny stood up by Osborne. Markowski with speed now. Stepping up, Eldridge. Eldridge tries to settle it down. Eldridge throws it in front. New York couldn't get a shot. Bourbonnais now. Bourbonnais in front. Eldridge tips it wide. Markowski able to block off a Siren, so Bach outlets the other way.
I love the urgency with which both teams are playing so far. There have been chances at both ends, but it seems as if the intensity and the realization that there's not much time left in this game has really come to their minds.
Fastest pace it's been since the opening minutes of the first period. All of a sudden, some extra energy in the legs of both teams. Back for Harchie. First line out there for New York.
There's Osborne. She has been doing excellent. And look at this pull up by Bach in a heavy one-timer. And again, that's because New York kept going and over back checking, which left extra space for Serdachny to really put everything into it. And so way to go by Bach, knowing that she was there's no room to go. And so if she drives wide, where is the space behind her? If everyone's forcing her and forechecking her hard and back checking her hard, it's behind her. And so she curls back, finds Serdachny for a beautiful one-timer.
This is Saunier down the left side. Bell defending. And Hughes. Good passing. Up for Osborne, who makes the save. Extra chance. Osborne covers up. And a good look at the couple chances for Ottawa. And Osborne creeping up towards 35 saves. She's at 33 in her first start. Downey Landry down the right side. Pulls it back to her forehand, throws it across, looking for Rosenthal. Shots 10-3 Ottawa here in this third period. New York has had plenty of chances though, and about even time in the O-zones. D'Arcangelo the other way to Vanisova. Vanisova gets it back, enters the zone. Creeping over to the left side now. Ran into the boards and down by Ella Shelton. Shelton now has it. She opened the scoring, 4:38 into this game. That one hit off the referee as Simpson tried to throw it back behind Maschmeyer. Allows for a chance for Ottawa. This is McMahon. McMahon stripped by Bourbonnais. Teralova, though, stops it with her stick. Down deep for Bach. Rock has it for New York. Too strong for Carpenter, and Teralova is there.
Yeah, I like how they put Rock out with Fillier and Carpenter. Just kind of stack the line. Just try to get as much offense out on the ice as possible, even though they have a lot of people to work with for sure for offense for New York.
This is Carpenter. Over to Rock. Rock fighting against Bell. Bell wins the battle. Markowski now. Glove down by Hobson. Hobson the other way. Eldridge tries to enter. Clark is there. Most recent goal scorer for Ottawa. Back at 9:07 of the second period. Danielle Serdachny and Cheyenne D'Arcangelo have also scored for the Charge. Deflected, so it goes high. Also got to think if New York does go on the advantage one more time, they'd maybe be pulling Osborne for a possible 6-on-4.
Right, yep.
We dip under 4 minutes to go. How about this stat? In the calendar year 2024, 52% of games in the PWHL were decided by one goal. Over half of the games in the league decided by a goal. Just shows that this league is very even, and these games have been incredibly entertaining. Shot blocked in front as Ottawa looks for a little insurance. Ottawa content to keep the puck in the O-zone as long as they can, but Jenner shoved off of the puck. This is Jaguar. Jaguar had a couple really good looks in the second period. Serdachny and company pressuring. Rock has a bounce off the end boards. Undercut by LaRock. Rock on LaRock. Nyland Person, who brought New York within one, hammers it in from the right point. Backhanded by the captain, Zandy Hart. This is Serdachny now. Serdachny's played really well. Nyland Person to Rock. Rock gains the zone. Left wing circle. Tapped out by Markowski. And again, Ottawa able to clear.
We're getting in that time frame where you start to look at the other end and see when New York is going to pull their goalie. It's going to be critical for New York to start recovering pucks and skating with possession up the ice.
Osborne looks around, plays it forward. Not where she wanted it to go. D'Arcangelo keeps it in. That goes above the crossbar and past Osborne. 2 minutes to go in regulation. Ottawa looking to move to 13 points. They would jump New York in the standings if this score holds. It goes off of the skate of Shelton. Osborne comes off. And New York brings out an extra player. Got to keep the puck now. Backhanded in front, and Maschmeyer makes a stop. El Harji, fresh off the bench, threw it in towards Maschmeyer. This is Fillier. New York bringing out the big guns here. 1:20 to go. In front for Rock. Taken away. Here's Clark. Clark looking ahead. Off of the right side boards. Can she get there? Into the corner. And New York gets back. 107, 106, 105 to go. New York has only a couple chances left. This one pops up and out of play into the Ottawa bench. Less than a minute left.
And who do you rely on if you're Ottawa? You rely on the league leader in so many categories, and that's Maschmeyer. As Harchi comes out, wins a battle, which is what they want to do. Wins a race and a battle to a puck.
Not an expert lip reader, but saw Carla McLeod say a couple times there. 1 minute. That's all we got. 1 minute here. Let's see if Ottawa can finish this thing out. Rock down low. Quickly to Eldridge. Here's a shot. What a save! Maschmeyer makes a big stop to the opposite slot. Poked away. Hughes got in the way of it. Here's Shelton. Shelton to Fillier. Fillier's blocked. That was LaRock. This is Rock now. 30 seconds to go. Eldridge in the corner. Moves it along. Kept in. Rock. Backhand pass. What a block. Shelton steps up, shoots, another block. Hughes stepped in front. Fillier throws it wide. 15 seconds to go. Rock still with it. Into the corner. Carpenter. Back to Rock. From the left point, runs into traffic again. Hughes has made 2 blocks, and Ottawa survives. They come away with a 3-2 win. Now we send it to the third member of our team, Julie Stewart-Binks, with the star of the game, Emmerich Maschmeyer. Julie, take it away.
Thanks so much, David. Congratulations, Emirates. What an incredible performance. We just did this interview the last time you were here. Now you've had 3 straight wins. Tell me what this last little stretch has been like for you.
Yeah, I think in the locker room we were saying, 2 is a fluke, but 3 is a streak, and I'm really proud of our team. We have a lot of momentum right now, and we're cleaning up some areas of our game, and it's clearly making a big difference.
Okay, so that last maybe minute or so, when you were just in goal there, and you've got a lot of bodies blocking shots for you, but you're trying to keep this lead, what was that like?
Yeah, I didn't see a whole lot. Obviously, there was a sea of bodies, but the character of the girls in front of me, they were blocking everything. So I didn't even need to be in net for those at the last minute. They did an incredible job.
Your final score from the Prudential Center is Ottawa 3, New York 2. 2 PWHL games tomorrow. Boston is in Minnesota. Montreal and Toronto take over Vancouver. For director Amanda Smerridge and producer Andy Bach. For my broadcast partners Julie Stewart-Binks and Gigi Marvin, I'm David Korzanowski saying so long and good night from Newark.